Minnesota Lynx versus New York Liberty. It's a massive game in the WNBA between the two best teams in the league. The Lynx are 26-5 overall this year, and they hold a 5.5 game lead over the Liberty in the standings. Minnesota will be without their leading scorer, Napheesa Collier, which could impact their offensive firepower. However, the Lynx have shown resilience, winning 8 of their last 9 games despite her absence. The Liberty, meanwhile, are 20-10 and come into this matchup riding a 3-game winning streak of their own, making this a highly competitive showdown with significant playoff implications. Minnesota is off to an outstanding start this season with a stellar 26-5 record, boasting the best record in the entire sport. They sit comfortably 5.5 games ahead of the New York Liberty, who are chasing them for the top spot in the standings. The Lynx have been impressive on the road as well, holding a strong 10-4 record away from home. Their momentum is undeniable. They have won 4 straight games and 8 of their last 9 outings overall. Notably, Minnesota holds a 1-0 edge in the season series against the Liberty and remarkably have not lost multiple games to any single opponent this year. Their recent victory came at home against the Washington Mystics, edging them out 80-76 on Friday, August 8th, further showcasing their ability to close out tight games. This combination of consistency, road success, and clutch performances makes Minnesota a dominant force in the league this season. The Minnesota Lynx enter this matchup without their star forward, Napheesa Collier, who leads the team with an impressive 23.5 points and 7.5 rebounds per game, but is sidelined due to an ankle injury. With Collier out, the scoring load shifts to Kayla McBride, who steps up as the team's leading scorer at 14.6 points per game. Minnesota's offense also relies heavily on the playmaking skills of Courtney Williams, who leads the team with 6.3 assists per game, facilitating ball movement and creating scoring opportunities for her teammates. Minnesota boasts the best offensive output in the WNBA, averaging a league-high 87.1 points per game. Their offensive efficiency is evident in their shooting percentages, as the Lynx lead the league with a 47.1% field goal percentage and an impressive 36.8% shooting from beyond the arc. This lethal scoring ability makes them one of the toughest teams to defend against in the league. Defensively, the Lynx are equally formidable, allowing just 75.8 points per game, the best defensive mark in the WNBA. They hold opponents to 41.9% shooting from the field, ranking 3rd best in the league, and are the 4th best perimeter defense, limiting teams to 31.6% from 3-point range. This balanced excellence on both ends of the court has made Minnesota a dominant force throughout the season. In terms of betting trends, Minnesota sports a solid 18-12-1 record against the spread, ATS overall this season, with an 8-6 ATS mark in road games. The Lynx are 1-0 against the spread as an underdog, demonstrating they can cover even when not favored. The total has leaned towards the over when Minnesota is playing, going 17-14 on the season and 9-5 in away games, suggesting their fast-paced and efficient style typically produces high-scoring affairs. The team will also likely get a boost if Jessica Shepard, listed as probable, can suit up. The New York Liberty come into this contest with a strong 20-10 overall record, currently sitting 2nd in the WNBA standings, trailing the Lynx by 5.5 games. New York has been dominant at home with a 13-3 record, and they've rebounded well from a mid-season slump, winning their last 3 games after dropping 4 straight. Most recently, the Liberty secured an 88-77 road win over Dallas on August 8th, showcasing their resilience. Leading the charge for New York is the dynamic Sabrina Ionescu, who averages 19.9 points per game, making her one of the most prolific scorers in the league. On the boards, Breanna Stewart anchors the team with a team-high 6.5 rebounds per game, providing crucial presence inside both offensively and defensively. The Liberty's playmaking is orchestrated by Natasha Cloud, who leads the team with 5.7 assists per game, ensuring a smooth flow of the offense and setting up teammates effectively. Offensively, New York ranks second in the league, averaging 86.9 points per game. They shoot at an efficient 45.4% from the field, good for third best in the WNBA. Their perimeter shooting is also elite, ranking third in the league with 35.3% accuracy from three-point range. This combination of efficient inside and outside shooting makes them a balanced and dangerous offensive team capable of challenging Minnesota's defense. The New York Liberty enter this game with a solid defensive profile, allowing 81 points per game, which ranks them 7th overall in the WNBA. Their defensive efficiency is underscored by the fact that opponents shoot just 41.8% from the field against them, the second best mark in the league. New York leads the WNBA in perimeter defense, allowing just 31.2% from three-point range, the league's best mark. This strength will be key against Minnesota's high-powered offense. Against the spread, the Liberty have had mixed results this season, sitting at 11-17-2 overall, though they perform better at home with a 9-6-1 ATS record. When favored by single digits, the Liberty are 7-7 against the spread, indicating they tend to perform near expectations in tighter betting situations. The total has split evenly in their games this year, going 15-15, but at home, the under has been more common with a 10-6 record, reflecting their defensive style when playing in front of their crowd. New York will be missing key contributors in this matchup, as Breanna Stewart, Nyara Sabali, and Kennedy Burke are all sidelined due to injuries. Stewart's absence is especially significant, given her status as one of the league's elite players and a major offensive and defensive presence for the Liberty. Despite these absences, New York's team defense and depth will be tested, but remain a strong asset. This game represents a fascinating clash of styles. The Minnesota Lynx play at the third slowest pace in the league, preferring a methodical, half-court style, while the Liberty are the fastest team in the WNBA in terms of pace. The speed and tempo that New York imposes will be a defining factor, as both teams are among the top scoring offenses in the league. Given the offensive talent on both sides, expect a game where offense reigns supreme, with fast breaks and quick possessions likely to dominate the flow, making for an exciting and high-energy matchup. Historically, games featuring Minnesota on the road have leaned toward the over, posting an 8-6 record in overs this season. This trend bodes well for a high-scoring affair, especially against a Liberty team that thrives on pushing the pace and scoring in transition. Both squads rely heavily on quick ball movement and aggressive offense, which often leads to fast possessions and increased scoring opportunities. Given Minnesota's ability to score efficiently on the road and the Liberty's up-tempo style, fans should expect a dynamic game with plenty of points scored from start to finish. This matchup has been highly anticipated by WNBA fans for weeks. The Liberty hosting the Lynx marks the beginning of a critical three-game set over the next week, with both teams occupying the top two spots in the standings. Both have consistently played at a championship level this season, combining elite defense, balanced scoring, and high basketball IQ. This series could serve as a potential preview of a playoff showdown, where every possession matters, and both teams will be fighting hard to gain a psychological edge before the postseason. Fans can expect intense competition, strategic coaching, and standout performances from star players on both sides. Minnesota will be without star forward Napheesa Collier, who remains sidelined due to injury, a significant blow to their frontcourt presence and overall versatility. Despite her absence, the Lynx have shown grit and determination, managing to eke out close victories in recent games, often nail-biters that test their resilience and mental toughness. However, sustaining that level of performance against a Liberty team firing on all cylinders could prove challenging. Led by the electric Sabrina Ionescu, New York has established a dynamic and balanced offensive attack that thrives at home. Ionescu, in particular, has been a force, energizing the crowd with her playmaking and scoring prowess. And she will look to exploit Minnesota's weakened lineup to fuel the Liberty's push for a pivotal win in this crucial stretch of the season. In terms of betting trends, New York holds a solid home against the spread advantage with a 9-6-1 record, demonstrating their ability to leverage home court energy and defensive discipline effectively. Meanwhile, Minnesota's slightly weaker road ATS mark at 8-6 reflects some struggles away from their supportive crowd, which could be critical in this matchup. The Liberty's defensive strength, particularly their ability to limit opponents' field goal percentage, and more importantly, their success in contesting and restricting three-point attempts, will be a key factor in controlling the pace and flow of the game. Coupled with a passionate and vocal home crowd that can swing momentum, New York looks poised not only to even the season series, but also to make a strong statement during this crucial stretch, potentially shifting the balance of power in their favor as the playoffs approach. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is New York Liberty -4. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box. The Atlanta Dream versus Phoenix Mercury. The Atlanta Dream, 1911, and the Phoenix Mercury, 1911, are set for a high-stakes non-conference showdown near the top of the WNBA standings on Sunday. This game marks the third and final meeting of the season between these two closely matched teams. The Dream have held the upper hand so far, winning both previous encounters, once at home and once on the road, giving them the crucial head-to-head advantage in the standings. Atlanta enters this game riding a hot streak, having won their last 4 consecutive games, showcasing their consistency and resilience as they climb the league ladder. Among those wins was a decisive 23-point blowout over Phoenix at home, demonstrating their ability to dominate even against top-tier opponents. The Dream's recent form has been impressive, with commanding victories over the Washington Mystics by 16 points and the Chicago Sky by 20 points in their last 2 outings, reinforcing their status as one of the league's elite squads. Currently, the Dream are tied with Phoenix at 3rd place overall in the WNBA standings, but they hold the critical tiebreaker advantage due to their head-to-head dominance. In their most recent outing, Alicia Gray led the charge with a stellar performance of 25 points, including 3 three-pointers, spearheading the Dream's win against Chicago. Gray, a seasoned 30-year-old guard standing 6 feet 0 inches, is Atlanta's leading scorer, averaging 18.9 points per game, along with 5.4 rebounds and 3.8 assists per contest. Her ability to score both inside and beyond the arc makes her a constant threat on offense. Inside the paint, Brianna Jones anchors the Dream's front court, pulling down a team-high 7.3 rebounds per game, while contributing 12.8 points on average. Standing 6 feet 3 inches, Jones provides toughness, rim protection, and second-chance opportunities that are vital to Atlanta's success. The perimeter scoring is further bolstered by Rhyne Howard, who averages 16.5 points per game, but her availability remains uncertain due to a lingering knee injury, as she is currently listed as questionable. Offensively, the Dream rank 4th in the league in scoring, putting up a strong 84.6 points per game. Defensively, they excel even more, sitting 3rd in the WNBA by allowing just 78.5 points per game. Atlanta's proficiency from beyond the arc is notable as well, ranking 3rd in the league with 9.5 made three-pointers per game, reflecting their ability to stretch defenses and create spacing for their versatile scorers. Meanwhile, the Phoenix Mercury come into this matchup on an equally impressive roll, riding a 3-game winning streak. Their only recent loss was to the Dream in one of the earlier matchups, adding extra motivation to flip the script this time. The Mercury have convincingly defeated the Chicago Sky, Connecticut Sun, and Indiana Fever during their winning streak, signaling a team firing on all cylinders as the playoffs approach. Sitting just behind Atlanta in the standings at 4th place, a victory here would catapult Phoenix above the Dream and into sole possession of 3rd place, making this game pivotal for playoff positioning. This contest promises to be a tightly contested battle between two of the league's best teams, with significant playoff implications and pride firmly on the line. Atlanta's balanced attack, combining inside strength with perimeter shooting, along with their stout defense, will test Phoenix's resilience and offensive firepower at every turn. Meanwhile, the Mercury will look to capitalize on their energized home court advantage and recent momentum to secure a crucial win that could shift the balance in the standings. With both squads virtually neck and neck in wins, talent, and recent form, this game is poised to be a classic duel where execution, defensive adjustments, and clutch performances in the final minutes will ultimately determine the outcome. Expect a high-intensity, fast-paced showdown fueled by strategic coaching and star players rising to the occasion under playoff-like pressure. Phoenix just delivered a resounding statement with a 35-point blowout win over the Indiana Fever, a result that surprised many considering they were only favored by 4.5 points going into the game. The scale of the victory underscored the Mercury's offensive firepower and depth, as well as Indiana's struggles, especially in the absence of their star guard, Caitlin Clark. One standout performance came from veteran forward DeWanna Bonner, who chipped in 23 points and 7 rebounds off the bench. While Bonner's season averages of 9.6 points and 4.3 rebounds per game might seem modest, she remains a consistent threat capable of explosive outings, providing Phoenix with a reliable scoring option when the starters need rest or defenses tighten. The Mercury's top scorer, Satu Sabali, continued her strong campaign with 17.4 points and 6.7 rebounds per game, recently showcasing her efficiency by going 9 for 12 from the field in a 23-point outing against Connecticut. Sabali's ability to score efficiently both inside and out gives Phoenix a versatile offensive weapon who can stretch defenses, create matchup problems, and often draw double teams, freeing up teammates for open looks. From a team perspective, the Mercury ranks 6th in the WNBA in scoring, putting up a solid 83.7 points per game, while their defense remains formidable as well, ranking 5th by allowing just 79.7 points per contest. Phoenix's ability to knock down perimeter shots is a key factor in their balanced attack. They rank 5th in three-pointers made per game, connecting on an impressive 9.3 triples each night. This proficiency from beyond the arc forces opposing defenses to stretch out and cover the entire floor, creating driving lanes and open opportunities inside. Coupled with their efficient inside scoring and strong rebounding presence, the Mercury's balanced offensive arsenal allows them to push the pace and spread the floor effectively, making them one of the toughest teams to defend in the league. The upcoming game against the Atlanta Dream sets up as a clash between two high-powered offenses unlikely to slow down at any point. The spread is currently set at under 3 points, indicating that Vegas expects a tight contest, but the offensive firepower on both sides and Phoenix's recent dominant showing suggest otherwise. It's reasonable to anticipate a fast-paced, high-scoring affair with plenty of baskets and momentum swings. The Dream feature a strong inside-out scoring combination, blending post presence with perimeter shooters. Even if Rhyne Howard remains sidelined, which seems likely due to her injury, Atlanta can still rely heavily on Ryan Gray, who has taken on much of the perimeter scoring burden this season. Gray's ability to create shots off the dribble, find open teammates, and stretch defenses with her shooting keeps Atlanta competitive and prevents them from becoming one-dimensional, even when missing key players. This dynamic should keep the Dream in striking distance throughout, setting up an exciting battle with the Mercury. For Phoenix, the stakes are higher than ever. With crucial playoff positioning on the line, the Mercury are highly motivated to secure a win at home to strengthen their standing. The team boasts veteran talent in abundance, including players like Bonner, Sabali, and Skylar Thomas, each capable of contributing significant scoring, defensive intensity, and leadership on and off the court. After missing time earlier in the season due to injuries, the team's chemistry now appears to be clicking as they return to full strength. This renewed cohesion bodes well for Phoenix's chances of pushing a fast pace and sustaining offensive pressure, turning this matchup into a high-scoring contest likely to push the total points well over the projected line. On the other side, Atlanta faces the uphill battle of playing without their second leading scorer and top perimeter shooter, Ryan Howard, whose absence severely hampers their offensive rhythm and floor spacing. Injuries have dogged the Dream lately, forcing coach and players to rely heavily on a shortened rotation and less experienced bench players, putting them at a distinct disadvantage against a healthy, deep Mercury squad. While Atlanta's defense has the capability to make some key stops and disrupt offensive sets, it will be a daunting task to contain Phoenix's diverse scoring threats, particularly with the Mercury's ability to push the pace and exploit mismatches on their home court. The lack of offensive firepower and depth could allow Phoenix to dictate the tempo and keep pressure on the Dream's defense throughout the game. Historically, it's tough to beat a strong team like Phoenix 3 times in one season, especially when the Mercury are firing on all cylinders and playing with confidence. The higher stakes of this matchup, combined with the comfort and energy provided by home court advantage, further tilt the scales in Phoenix's favor. With key players returning to full health and the team riding a wave of momentum, the Mercury are poised to secure another convincing victory. This game should showcase Phoenix's offensive versatility and depth, as their balanced attack and ability to adapt to defensive schemes allow them to exploit mismatches effectively. On the other side, Atlanta is grappling with injury-related vulnerabilities that limit their rotations and overall competitiveness. Expect the Mercury to push the pace aggressively, utilizing their fast breaks and perimeter shooting to not only secure the win, but also push the total points over the projected line, making this an exciting contest for bettors and fans alike. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Phoenix Mercury minus 2.5. Drop your thoughts and predictions in the comments box.